Welcome to One India News Hour. Collaboration and communication tools enhancing employee experience. Starting from individuals to enterprises have realized the importance of collaboration and communication platforms that have never been as important for businesses as they have been during the COVID-19 crisis, especially for remote workers. The proof is in the growth numbers. In December 2019, there were 10 million daily Zoom users. By March, there were 200 million and 300 million by April. In November 2019, there were 20 million Microsoft Teams users, a number that grew to 75 million daily users in April. With the remote workforce came the need for more efficient and effective communication and collaboration platforms, and the platform providers stepped up to deliver additional features. Done right, best-in-class platforms, when paired with effective practices, enhance and improve the employee experience. The ability to communicate in real time is what brings people together. As smartphone use has grown over the last decade, our reliance on these devices as the primary communication mechanism has grown exponentially. As per a review, there are 3.5 billion smartphone users around the world, and 77% of Americans now have smartphones. Before COVID-19, it was not uncommon to see people in public staring into the screens of their smartphones, watching videos, texting, gaming and talking with one another. Since the pandemic began, smartphones have taken on a new level of importance as a way to stay connected in a socially distanced world. Another report says that there has been a 37% increase in texting and a 32% increase in video calling since social distancing practices were put into place. The usage of the platform is key when it comes to keeping your workforce connected, and it is important to understand how your workforce collaborates and finds a tool that fits those needs. It really boils down to understanding your employees, understanding what they need and training them appropriately on the tool you put in place. Today's business landscape remains in flux and many employees continue to work remotely while others are slowly migrating back to the office. Used right, communication and collaboration platforms can bridge the gap between remote and in-office workers, building camaraderie, engaging employees, easing isolation and loneliness, maintaining culture and improving the employee experience. So let's look into today's headlines in Bar India. Facebook slapped with the antitrust monopoly lawsuits. As several states and the federal government sued Facebook in twin antitrust lawsuits, stated that the company has abused its dominance in the digital marketplace and engaged in anti-competitive behavior. The Federal Trade Commission is looking at permanent injunction in federal court that could, among other things, require the company to divest assets, including Instagram and WhatsApp, effectively breaking up Facebook as we know it. The statement further points out that Zuckerberg looked at Instagram as a probable threat to Facebook and reasoned that buying the photo-sharing app could ensure Facebook's long-term sustainability in the space of social media. The states now may call up for the company to be broken up immediately. BSNL introduces satellite-based narrowband IoT. Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, that is BSNL, has just announced India's first satellite-based narrowband IoT, that is Internet of Things, in partnership with Skylotech India. It is the first of its kind initiative to honor the vision of PM Modi to make a truly digital India. The service will be initially provided with a target to help farmers, fishermen, construction, mining and logistic enterprises. With the help of this new solution, India will be able to access a seamless network of connectivity with all the unconnected machines and IoT devices. Nokia V, that is Vodafone Idea Business Partner, collaborate to offer digital transformation as services. Nokia has partnered with V Business, the enterprise arm of Vodafone Idea Limited, that is VIL, to offer future-ready services to the enterprises in the country. The services would help enterprises to digitally transform and improve their efficiency, reduce operational costs, and enhance security. This will help the sectors such as fixed wireless access, that is FWA, private wireless and gigabit passive optical network, that is GPON. Under the partnership, VI Business will enable enterprises to use best-in-class technologies to increase operational efficiency, enhance business agility and increase the security of their infrastructure, VIL said in a statement. Tata is seeing digital commerce as the niche sector of growth. With an ambition of running the super app play, the Tata Group is set to invest around $1.2 billion for its entry into the digital commerce sector by taking a majority stake in BigBasket and 1mg with an investment of $940 to $950 million in BigBasket for under 70% stake. With this, the company could be valued at a $1.4 billion valuation, and the sources said that Tata will put $250 million in 1mg. Both the investments are in the final stage of approval. The Tatas are expected to buy out Alibaba's stake of about 30% stake in BigBasket. Wipro Infrastructure has signed to acquire Precision Automation and Robotics India. PARI was founded in 1990 and has significant overseas presence with the deployment of about 1,500 automated systems to more than 75 customers globally. It has been delivering automation solutions from its facilities in Pune, India and Detroit, US. The combined capabilities of Wipro and PARI will help broaden its offerings, expand global footprint, and strengthen its ability to forge deeper customer relationships in India and overseas. DoT to announce the spectrum bands for 5G. The government is in discussion with the Defence, Department of Space and the Broadcasting Ministry over the 5G spectrum and announcement on availability of the radio waves for the 5G. Telecom players have been demanding that the spectrum be made available at the earliest so that they can start providing the next generation services. However, the government has missed the deadline to roll out 5G services in 2020. The telecom operators, that is Reliance Jio, Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Idea, said openly that the 5G spectrum identified by the government for auction is not enough and proposed prices are too high. AT&T to sell Crunchyroll to Sony for $1.175 billion. Crunchyroll has 90 million registered users and 3 million paying subscribers across over 200 countries. The service started in 2006 as a site for fan-uploaded, fan-subtitled and often pirated content, but it has increasingly become a home for officially licensed anime along with games, manga and merchandise. AT&T has announced that it will be selling its anime streaming service Crunchyroll to Sony's foundation for $1.175 billion. With the acquisition, the companies aim to broaden distribution for their content partners and expand fan-centric offerings for consumers. Users find difficulty while sending or receiving messages on Messenger and Instagram. As per the website, downdetector.com showed earlier in the day that there were more than 4,600 incidents of people reporting issues with Messenger and over 900 reports on Instagram. On Thursday, some users were facing issues while sending messages on Messenger, Instagram and its office collaboration service Workplace. We are working to get things back to normal as quickly as possible, a Facebook spokesperson said. The report shows more than 1,800 people reported issues with Messenger, whereas 350 people reported issues with Instagram. Samsung smart home appliances and devices will have voice support from Google. Google announced that Assistant and Nest devices will now interoperate more easily with Samsung smart devices in your homes. With this, the users will be able to access and control Nest devices like Nest cameras, thermostats and doorbells with the SmartThings app and even through Samsung smart home devices like smart TVs and refrigerators. Now, one will have more ways and more places to control your smart home app. Google said it is working to bring one of its favorite features of Android 11 to Samsung's new Galaxy smartphones. Ajit Varghese appointed as the Chief Commercial Officer in ShareChat. ShareChat said in a statement it has appointed Ajit Varghese as its Chief Commercial Officer. In this role, Varghese will be pivotal in expanding and strengthening the platform's revenue efforts and building a robust monetization approach with strategic content partnership. He will also spearhead ShareChat's marketing functions to be inclined towards brand evaluation. To conclude, most of the businesses were forced to implement a fully remote or distributed workforce, and video meetings became vital. Video conferencing and chat tools such as Zoom, Skype, Google Meet, GoToMeeting, WebEx and Microsoft Teams have enabled businesses to continue to have virtual face-to-face conferences, meetings, webinars and interviews. Even the medical industry has embraced video for patient visits. The transition, however, came with its share of challenges. Video conferencing tends to be presented in a Brady Bunch style screen with all the participants facing the camera, which can be tedious for all involved and often make participants feel like everyone in the video conference is staring at one another. Some employees are also often uncomfortable appearing on video. As businesses and employees rose to the challenges of the remote workplace, the collaboration platform providers immediately went to work to improve, update and evolve their softwares. When looking for a best-in-class collaboration platform, consider a platform that is accessible via both desktop computers and mobile devices to allow employees to stay in connect no matter where they are located. Optimally, platforms should also support. Creating a unified workspace may help, like stepping into a virtual office. The platforms are available to have the better employee experience through a right workplace collaboration, which is an organized teamwork, that is, setting processes in place to ensure that team members work together to make decisions, but regardless of the tool, collaboration will strengthen the process and end products. Ultimately, the goal of workplace collaboration is to increase success by fostering open communication among all team members across all departments and management levels. So, let's wind up for the day. Please download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.